Okay, now we are going to continue to draw the ER diagram, and in the last video we didn't finish the diagram. So see, can get is actually is another entity because of the relationship between order and food is many to many relationship. So what happens that because of the many to many, it means that an order can have many food in there, and a food can make up many orders. Okay, I mean the food can be in many orders. Okay, so these are the attribute of the attribute of can get, as we talked about it earlier. The attribute is quantity, and size. Like if you want to order a hamburger, the or you have to know how many hamburger you ordered. So the quantity is one of the attributes of this entity, and the size. And the size here, like if you want to order a Pepsi or a drink, the you have to mention the size of the drink, like large, small, or medium. And then we have food. We have three kinds of foods here. I mean, it is so we have the food, and we have to mention what kind of food we are going to offer. So it has the food contains of three entity. One is food, one of sandwich, and one of them is fries, so we write it down here. It's one of them sandwich and fries and soda, or the drink. So when you go to restaurant and fast food restaurant, order uh, order a hamburger or sandwich, sandwich, and also fries. Okay, and also the drink. But each of them has its own attribute, like sandwich. Sandwich has type of sandwich, like a burger or cheeseburger. So it is type, with which type of sandwich you want, and it has a sandwich ID, like cheeseburger is number 1, and hamburger is number 2, or cheeseburger. Uh, Bacon cheeseburger, for example, there is one of the food item, and okay, so sand ID, sandwich ID. These are the attribute of the sandwich. So we connect those. Oops, I made a mistake here. So so we connect all those to this. We talk about this later. We have overlapping and disjoint, that you have to learn these definitions. This, that in order to understand the the subject that we're talking about. So this fries has, we have two kind of fries, okay? We have two type of fries, and fries ID. Fries ID. That the primary key of the fries is fries ID. You know, we underline, it shows that this is the primary key. Okay, and then we have another attribute for fries, is a type of fries. The type of fries, we have two type of fries. We have a chicken fries and French fries. Type. Then we are going to later show it what I mean by that. So we connect these two entity to its attribute. Okay, the same thing for soda or drinks. We have Coke, Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, or Diet Coke. So we have soda here. Soda also have two attributes. One of them is type, and the other one is soda ID. Like soda, we have Pepsi, we have Diet Coke or Sprite. So that's the, you know, burger ordering system. So it has type that we talked about it, like Pepsi, Coke, or 7-Up, and it has primary key, that is soda ID. Okay. So we connect these attribute to its entity. Okay. So what is gonna what you're gonna do next is to actually do the SQL. You know that we have to create all those tables and then define each table. Like each table customer has a phone number, first name, last name, phone number, or email, or address. You know, if you want to deliver the food to the customer, you have to have the address, or email, or phone number. You know, email, like they want you to, if the customer wants you to give you rate you, you know, through the email or whatever you have to communicate with the customer, you have to have the email. So uh, mm, you have all the attribute for the customer. Okay, and then we have many to many relation, n, and then m, n, and then m. Okay, many to many relation. That's why we have to create an entity that's the name is can get, because it it has the okay, can get, first of all, the primary key is both order and food. Okay, for order ID and food ID, okay, is the uh, is the because of the many to many relationship, we gotta have this can get as a entity. So the can get entity has the foreign key of order ID and a foreign key of food, you know, food ID. Or you can say uh, um, you know, I mean, every of these sandwich or fries, they or soda, they have a foreign key of food ID. Okay, is the food ID. So here it has an attribute that is food ID. Okay, so actually all of these have food ID as a primary foreign key in their table. Uh, so we go through this again. Here is from customer to order. A customer can have many orders, and each order belong to one customer. So one to many relation, and the order, you know, order table has a foreign key of customer ID. Customer ID, you know, it's customer ID here as a foreign key. But here, when you have many to many relationship, this can get, like you go to a restaurant and say, can I get hamburger? Okay, this is a separate entity that has two attributes, quantity and size, and also the foreign key of order ID and foreign key of food ID in their table. And primary key of can get is both primary key, order ID and food ID as a primary key. So, there are many. So, how many tables? Let's see how many tables we are gonna create. Is one customer table that contains the address. This is a composite attribute. It has a street, city, state, and zip code, and the name, the customer name, first name, last name. If you want to have a middle name here, initials or whatever, you can have another attribute here. And then you have customer ID. That's the primary key, because you just recognize the customer by customer ID, which is an integer. But you can write the social security of the customer there, but usually you don't use, nobody wants to know, wants to give their social security to the company, because one of the things that some people might use it against, whatever, they in some places they don't use that. You just customer ID. Number one is like belong to name John Smith, and the address is 102 Main Street, the city Idaho, and the state of city of Boise, and the state of Idaho, and the zip code is 12345 whatever, and their phone. So you create a table customer and then another table order. There are two table now, but in the order table the foreign key is going to be the customer ID, because N in there is once you full participation and partial participation, you have got to learn those and see what it means that we will talk about this later, but for now, to see that every order has belong to a customer, so all the orders belong, that's a full participation this way, and but partial participation it's like this. We show it by one line, that it should not all the customer have ordered. You have some customer in your file that they don't order anything, so that's a partial one, partial participation. So we have, let's see how many table we are going to have. One customer and one order. In the order table we have the customer ID as a primary key, foreign key, and the primary key of the order is order ID. Primary key of the customer is customer ID. And then you come here, you see that can get entity another table that its foreign key is order ID and food ID. So one table customer order, two table, this one three, and then food item, food ID is the fourth one. 1, 2, okay, three, four tables so far. Food is an entity, okay, food ID, and the primary key is food ID, and then four, and then fifth, six, seven. There's seven tables in this ER diagram. That this store, it has three food there: sandwich, fries, and soda. Then we are going to create tables SQL, and you know, to keep track of the customer, the order. Somebody come and order something, you have to know what's the name of the customer is, and how much the price is, and all these, and also what kind of food they order, their sandwich, or maybe they just order one sandwich, or it could be sandwich with fries and soda. So we have 7 tables here. You have to create 7 tables in SQL, a structured query language, and that's the main purpose of this course, a database that we keep track of all those information. You know, then we can update it. You add another customer to it. We can add this, or a customer might have, you know, they change the address, or change phone number. Whether you can update it, you can do it through SQL. Or sometimes you have more food. You know, we have sandwich, fries, and soda, and then you add something else. You know, it could be barbecue wings, you know, or many other things. Then you can update it. We will talk about it next in the next video. That we talk about it next. That we create tables, and we create all the tables, 7 tables. Start with customer and write all those address for the customer name. Like John Smith had the phone number. This one 208 whatever 123 678 phone number, and then you have the address of this, and then you have the order, type of order, type of payment. Does you want to pay with cash or credit? The order ID, you know, the order ID, it shows that this customer, number 2 customer, had this kind of order, like 2 cheeseburger and a hamburger and large fries and a medium Coke. So that's all there is to it, and we will talk about that SQL in the next video. Thank you.